Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. You are all welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to triangular shaped khimar or jilbab. You can see how it looks like in the video. This is it from the back, and this is my client wearing it. You can see how it looks like. So without further ado, let's get right to the cutting. So these are the measurements needed for the cutting of the jilbab on your screen right now. So I've already cut both the front and the back out separately. You can see that the front is shorter while the back is longer. You can see the two difference there. So now let's get right to the cutting. So the first thing I'll do now is to measure my edge circumference, which is 24 inches. Divide by 4. I need to give me 6 inches. So from the folded edge, I'll place my tape and mark out the 6 inches. You can see. So from the 6-inch point, I'll place my tape in a diagonal form and mark out my side length, which is 24 inches. You can go back to the video to check out the measurements that I put on the screen. So I'll use a straight line to mark it out and I'll cut it out. Mind you, I'm cutting the back and the front together. You can see. After that, we'll work on the down part. So I've already cut out the length. You can see that I've already cut out the length. So I'll just bring in my long ruler. From where my side length stop, I'll just draw a straight line diagonally to where the length of the khimar stops. I have done that already and I'm cutting it out. This is for the front. Remember, they don't have the same length. The front is longer than the back. I'm sorry, the back is longer than the front. So I'll bring in my ruler again and mark out for the back length. This is for the back, you can see. And I'll cut it out again. I have a video on how to measure a jilbab or a khimar, so I'll put the link in the description box below so you can check it out. And this is how it looks like at the moment. So let's work on the edge circumference part. So for the front part, I'll go down by 1 inch to avoid bulge at the neck area, just 1 inch, because I'm not using a stretchy material. That's why I'm going down by 1 inch. So I'll just connect it back to the point you can see, and we are done with the khimar. So now let's work on the hijab cap. So for the cap, you fold your fabric into 4. I have already folded it into 2, and this is me folding it into 4 again. So I'm just checking if it's going to be enough for me to tie around my head. So I think this is enough for me. I'll cut it out. So from the open edge, I'll go up by 2 inches. Then from the folded edge, I'll measure the length of the cap, which is 5.5. Then from that other edge, I'll measure the edge circumference, which is 7. I used 6 before, but yeah, I'm using 7 because of allowances. And I'll join it back to my 2 inches like so with a curve, and I'll cut it out. You can see this is how it looks like, and I'll notch the center. So let's move to the sewing aspect. Let's work on the cap first. So I use a pin to hold it down so it can stand in one place, and I'll sew it all around. You can see where I stopped at the sewing. You can see I stopped at that edge there. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other side, and this is how it looks like. So after sewing, I'm cutting out the excesses. So if I turn it out, it will be able to relax properly. So I'm turning it out with a scissors here, and after turning it out, I'll go to the ironing table to press it down so it can relax, and this is how it looks like. You can see how relaxed and neat it is looking. So let's work on the khimar. So the front part of the khimar, that is the edge circumference aspect, I'm just hemming it a little bit because we are going to attach the cap to the back part, not to the front. So the front part, I'm going to hem it a little bit. You can see the hemming. So the next thing we are going to do now is to join the sides together. You place the front and the back together, and then you join it on the sides, making sure both ends meet. One should not be longer than one. So you can use a pin to hold it down, like I'm doing right here. You can use a pin to hold it down to avoid one being longer than one, especially if you are using a stretchy material. So after that, I'll join it with 1/2 inch. So I'm joining both sides here. So after joining the sides, make sure you go over to iron it to avoid rough work. So after joining the sides, the next thing for us to do now is to fix the cap on the khimar. We are fixing the cap to the back part of the khimar. You can see the front part that was M initially, and this is the back part. So I'll place it notch to notch, center to center, and I'll hold it down with a pin, and I'll stitch with 1/2 inch. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell to be notified whenever I upload new video, and make sure you like this video and share with your friends as well. And this is how it looks like. Remember my edge circumference, I used 6 inches while measuring the khimar, but for the cap I used 7 inches. This is the reason why I added extra 1 inch, because I want the cap to come down by 1 inch after my stitch. And last but not the least, you hem the down part of your khimar like this, and we are done with the tutorial. And this is the final look of the khimar. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and share my videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, see you next time.